Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to do IGCSE paper code 0580 May June 2022 paper 4 extended. So let's start with question number 1. Find the lowest common multiple of 30 and 75. We'll keep 30 and 75 and we will start taking all the prime numbers outside. 30 and 75 divides with 3. So 10 times 3 is 30 and 25 times 3 is 75. And 10 and 25 comes in 5 table. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 5 is 25. Now 2 and 5 does not comes in any of the common number. So we will take 2 alone and 5 as it is, and 5 alone and 1 as it is. So we'll multiply all the number outside, but keep it in mind these numbers should be a prime number. We'll multiply all the number that are outside 3 times, 5 times, 2 times, 5 using our calculator. So 3 times, 5 times, 2 times 5 gives you 150. So your final answer is 150. That is the LCM of these two numbers. Share 608 in the ratio 4 ratio 5 ratio 7. So we have to share this in these ratios. So let's find out what is the total ratio. So 4 plus 5 plus 7. 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 plus 7 is 16. The total ratio is 16. So we can say that 4 ratio is out of the total ratio 16, and if you multiply it with 608 you will get the share for the first ratio. Let's use the calculator. 4 by 16 times 608. You got the answer as 152. So the first ratio has a ratio of 152 and second ratio is 5 out of the total ratio 16 and the total share is 608. If I change the number 4 as 5, I'll get the answer 190. So let's find out the share for 7 out of the total number 60 and the total share is 608. So we'll change that 5 to 7. We got the answer as 266. So the final answer is 152, 190 and 266. To verify the answer, if we add all the digits that we got, that is, I'll do it again, 266 plus 190 plus 152, you should get the total share. The total share is 608 and we also got the 608 as the total share. So if you add these three, if you are not getting the total share, the correct answer, it means that you have done some mistake. Recheck it again. So let's move on to the part C. Work out 6.39 into 10 raised to the power 4 divided by 2.45 into 10 raised to the power 6. So you know that here we have 4 zeros and over the bottom we have 6 zeros. And if you cancel out, 4 zeros can be cancelled out from the bottom and remaining will be 10 raised to the power 2 zeros over the bottom. And if I move this 2, 10 to the power 2 over the top, it will be having a negative sign. So finally we'll be getting 6.39 into 10 raised to the power minus of 2 divided by 2.45. Because if I am having any number like 1 upon x raised to the power 2, if this number goes up, if this variable goes up with the power, it can go up, but the power will be changed, the plus sign will be changed to negative sign. So that you have to keep it in mind. So same way, this 10 to the power 2 plus 2, when it goes to the numerator side, it changes the sign plus 2 to negative 2. So let's find out what is the answer for this. So using a calculator, we can solve 6.39 divided by 2.45. You will get 2.60. So we can write this as 2.60 into 10 raised to power minus 2. That's our final answer. Write 0.27 as a fraction. So you know that this dot dot represents 0.27 is being repeatedly written. So to find out very easily in your calculator, you can use one method. You can write 0.27 as many times in which you will get a fraction. You need to write 0.27 in the fraction format. So I'll do this, a very shortcut method to find out the answer. I'll write 0.27 0.27 27 27 27 27 uh 27 27 27 27 27. I'll write it till I should get some fraction number is 3 by 11. So your final answer will be 3 by 11. Just keep it in mind, if I'm just writing 0.272727, I'm not going to get the fractional answer. You have to write 27 until you will end up with the answer of fraction. So fraction where you get a by b format. So we got the answer as 3 by 11. So that will be the fraction for 0.27. Okay, let's move on to the next question. E. A stone has volume 45 centimeter cube and mass 126 gram. So density is given. You have to find out the density of the stone. So density is mass upon volume. So density will be mass of the stone is 45 centimeter cube and the volume of the stone is 126 gram. So when you will use calculator to divide this, 45 divided by 126, you will get the answer 5 by 4, 14. If you write it in the decimal format, you will get 0.35. So 0.35, you can round it up to 0.36. Sorry, we have to write mass over the top instead of density. I just wrote opposite. So the mass of the stone is 126 divided by the volume is 45. So mass is 126 gram and the volume is 45 centimeter cube. So if we divide 126 with 45, we'll get the answer 2.8. So answer should be equals to 2.8 and the unit is gram per centimeter cube. So let's move on to the next question. Question number 2. Point PQRS lies on the circle with diameter PR. So this is the diameter, and you should know that if we have a circle and whatever angle is made on the diameter, angle made on the diameter will be always 90 degree. Keep it in mind, angle made on the diameter will always be 90 degree. So this angle will be 90 degree and this angle is 29. So what is this angle? So 90 plus 29 is 119 and 180 minus of the answer 119 is 61. So this angle is 61. So if this angle is 61, you should know that this angle and this angle will be equal to each other. This is one of the property, angle made on the 90 degree, and another property is angle made on the same chord. Angle made on the same chord. This is a chord, so angle subtended on the same chord will also be equal to each other. So they both are standing on the same chord, so the both angle will be equal. If this is 100, so this will be also equal to 100. So same way, this is 61, so this should be equals to 61. So we just have to find out PSQ. PSQ is 61 degree. So first we will write angle PRQ is equals to 61. The reason you will write, uh, you got angle PQR equals to 90, and you will write the reason as angle made on semicircle or diameter. Angle made on semicircle or diameter, both are correct. And the other side, therefore, angle PSQ is also equals to 61. The reason is angle subtended on same chord. Angle subtended on same chord. So write the reason properly to get all the 3 marks. So question number 2, B part. Point ABC, ABT lies on circle. So point A, B and T is lying on the circle, and CTS is a tangent. This line is a tangent line to the circle T. ABC is a straight line, and AB and BT is equal to each other. So they both are also equal to each other. So it's given. So what we have to find, this angle is 90 degree, 98 degree. This angle is 98 degree. If this angle is 98 degree, there is one more property. If this angle is 98 degree, this angle should also be equals to 98. So if there is a tangent drawn on a circle, and there is a triangle drawn like this, so whatever angle is made here will be equals to this angle. So this property is called as alternate segment property. So by alternate segment property, so this will be also equals to 98 degree. So then if it is 98 degree, then we can find out this angle and this angle because they both are equal sides. So we can use our calculator. 180 minus 98 divided by 2. So we got 41. So this angle is 41. So this whole angle is 41. What is this angle? Because we are targeting this angle. So what is this angle? 98 minus 180 minus 98 gives you 82. So this angle is 82. So because this is a triangle, this is a triangle. So this angle is 41, this angle is 82. So what is this angle? This angle will be 82 plus 41, 180 minus of the 82 plus 41. So we get 57. So this angle is equals to 57. Angle ACT is 57. So you can write it. Angle uh, TB TBA equals to 98. The reason is alternate segment theorem. Alternate segment, and because of that we got angle 41. Then angle BAT equals to 41 because we are also given that AB equals to BT. So therefore by angle sum property, therefore by angle sum property, we come to know that angle ACT is 57 degree. So let's move on to the next question. Question number 3. A line L joins F and point G. Calculate the length of the line. There is a 2 point, one is F, another is G. So line L, this is line L, it is joining this 2 point. One coordinate is 3, 2 and the other coordinate is -5, 4. So we have to find out the length of the line. So you have to remember the formula to find out the length of any line is under root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So you have to use this formula to find out the length of the line. So let's use the calculator, and you should know that the value of x, this is x1, I'll write with another pen, this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. So we are going to write in our calculator. Before that, let me place the value under the root. X2 is -5 and x1 is minus of 3, means plus 3, but there is a minus sign in between. -5 minus 3 whole square plus 4 minus of 2 whole square. If I use my calculator to solve this, I'll get the answer -5 minus 3 whole square plus 4 minus 2 whole square. So I'll get this answer 8.24. 8.24. So we can write this as 8.25. So the length of the line is 8.25. Part B says find the equation of perpendicular bisector of line L in the form y equals to mx plus c. So you know that FG is a line and there is a perpendicular bisector, perpendicular 90 degree, and it is bisecting, means both the lines are equally divided. Perpendicular bisector means 90 degree, as well as bisecting equally means both the lines are equally divided. So we have to find out the equation of this particular line. What is the equation of this line? This FG equation we are not asked, but this line equations we are asked. So what to do? First of all, let's find out the value of m for this FG. What is m for this? So we know that m equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So m equals to y2 is equals to 4. Here it is, this is y2. So 4 minus y1 is 2 divided by x2 minus of x1 is 3. So the answer is 2 by minus of 8. So m we got as, so we got this line, let's say this line has m1 and this line has magnitude as m2. So the m1 is minus of 1 by 4. So what will be m2? So we got the m1 as minus of 1 by 4. So m2 will be just this it will be reverse of that, and the whatever the sign is, it will be changed to opposite. So if I reverse 1 by 4, it will be 4, and the sign if I change negative, it will be positive. So m2 is 4. So we got the we know the equation of line is y equals to mx plus c, where m we got it as 4, and let's find out c so that we can find out everything. So before finding out c, we have to find out the midpoint of this one. So what is the midpoint of that? So we will be using a midpoint formula. Midpoint formula says x1 plus x2 divided x1 plus x2 divided by 2 So midpoint formula will be equals to, so whatever the value is here, so x1 plus x2, that is 3, x2 is minus 5 divided by 2, and y1 plus y2 divided by 2, so it's minus 2 by 2. Minus 2 by 2 is minus of 1, and 4 6 divided by 2 is 3. So we got the midpoint as minus 1 and 3. So we can do one thing. Once we get the midpoint, this is midpoint, so once we get the midpoint, we will put in this equation, because we got the value of ms4. So y is equals to, here we know that y is equals to 3, this is y, so we can put y as 3 and m as 4 and x as minus 1 from this point, and plus of c. We can find out the value of c, so this gives you minus of 4 plus of c, so c will be equals to 7. So finally we come to know that y equals to m is 4x plus of 7. So this is your final answer, 4x plus 7. So question number C says point H lies on y-axis. So this is y-axis and this is x-axis. So one of the point H lies on y-axis such that GH is equals to 13 unit. So what is G? G point is minus 5 comma 4. It is here given in the question, minus 5 comma 4. So minus 5 comma 4, let's say this is minus 5, this is minus 5 comma 4 is plus 4 somewhere here, let's say this is 4. So this is point G. Okay, so this is point G. So they have said that point H lies on y-axis. So this is y-axis. So point H lies somewhere in the y-axis. So we need to find, because there will be two coordinate, right, over the top and over the bottom. So we need to find out the point H, possible points for coordinates for point H. So how can we find out? Because we know that this length will be minus 5 because of the coordinate of G, and this length will be minus of plus of 4, right? This length will be plus of 4. So this is already given, that is 13 unit. GH is 13 unit, so this is 13 unit. So if I find out this one using Pythagoras theorem, I want to find out this one using the Pythagoras theorem. So Pythagoras theorem is under root of 13 square minus of 5 square. So 13 square minus of 5 square, we can do it. So under root of 13 square minus of 5 square, that gives you under root of 13 square, we have to put okay, 8, 13 square minus of 5 square, so we got the answer as 12. So we got this length as 12. So if this is 12, so the total coordinate, the total coordinate is this one. This is the total coordinate, right, from here to here. So 12 plus 4 is 16, right? So the point H, this is point H, right? This is point H. So point H is actually, so one of the coordinate is 0 comma, the total coordinate is 12 plus 4 is 16. One of the coordinates is 0 comma 16, and the other coordinate should be exactly like this, because the triangle can be drawn in this way also, right? So the a similar triangle will be drawn over the bottom also. So already here we have 4 unit, so already here we went 4 unit, so the total unit is 12 here. So if I subtract 4 from that, so it should be like here, from this coordinate it should be 8, right? Because already 4 unit is above, so we have to go 8 unit downside. So here it will be minus of 8. So the other coordinate should be equals to 0 and minus of 8. So this is how we have to do this question. Question number 4. ABCD is a trapezium. So we have to find out CB length. In this triangle, CD is parallel to B. AB is given, and angle BDC is 38 degree. So we will be using this triangle to find out CB length. So you know that to find out the length of CB, we can use cosine rule because these two sides are given. Cosine rule can be used when two sides are given. Let's say this x and y is given and in between angle is given. So to find out this length, we can use cosine rule. So the formula that we can use to find out the cosine rule is c square. C square will be c square equals to a square plus b square minus of 2 into a into b into cos theta. So we'll be using this formula to find out the length of CB. So CB equals to, or we can write CB square equals to, or if you don't want to write square, we'll be putting in under root. If we take out the under root square, it will be under root. So CB equals to under root of a square is 6.4 square plus b square is 10.9 square minus of 2 into a 6.4 into b 10.9 into cos of the angle between that is 38 degree. So if I solve this in calculator, I should get 6.4 square plus 10.9 square minus of 2 into 6.4 times 10.9 times cos 38. So we get the answer as 7.05. 7.05 is the length of CB. So in this we have to find out angle ABD. So you can see that these two lines are parallel. If these two lines are parallel and this is a transversal line, so this angle, this angle and this angle will be equal to each other, right? This forms a Z. So if this is 38, so this should be equals to 38 degree. So what is ADB? So ADB is just 45 plus 38, 180 minus of the answer, so that is 97. So ADB is 97. So find AB. So let me erase all the thing. So find the length AB. So if I want to find out the length AB, this one, so you know that this is opposite to this. So this length, if I want to find, also this angle is 97, I know that. So to find out this length, we can use sine rule. Sine rule can be used if in a triangle opposite angle and the sides are known and one is not known, we can use sine rule. So we can write sine 97 divided by length AB equals to sine 45 divided by the length 10.9. So if I calculate the value of AB, so AB will be equals to, cross multiplying, AB will be equals to sine 97 times 10.9 divided by sine 45. So we'll be using a calculator to calculate this. So sine of 97, wait, we'll use that like this, sine 97 times 10.9 divided by sine 45. See, we get this answer as 15.3. So the length of AB is 15.3. So we have to find out the area of the trapezium. So this whole trapezium we have to find out. So we know that this length is 15.3. Just now we got it. AB length is 15.3. So we can use this two triangle. In this triangle, uh, we can find out the area of this triangle, and we can find out the area of this triangle, and we will add this two triangle area together. We know that the area of triangle, we can use a formula half into the sides 15.3 into the other side 10.9 into sine of the in between angle. In between angle is 38, right? We got the in between angle is 38, the first question. So 38 plus, because other triangle is this one, so I'll be taking this length as 6.4 and this length is 10.4, and in between angle this one. Same formula, half into 10.4, right, 10.9 into 6.4 into sine of 38 degree in between angle. So like that, let's use a calculator to find out. Very simple. So half can be written as 0.5 times 15.3 times 10.9 times sine of 38 plus 0.5 times 10.9 times 6.4 times sine of 38 gives you 72.8. So we added both the area. This is area of the first triangle, this is the area of the second triangle, so we got 72.8. so this is our final answer. Question number 5. The line of symmetry, we will be having two line of symmetry for this rectangle, and for the part B, so the question describes fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. So triangle A onto triangle B, let me erase this all. Triangle A onto triangle B, this is triangle A and this is triangle A, you can see, and this is triangle B. So we have to map what is happening. So you know that it is just shifted. If you take any point, it is just shifted 1 unit towards the left and 1 2 3 4 units towards the top. So it is happening, what is happening here? Translation. So you'll be writing translation by column vector 1 unit towards the left and 4 unit towards the top. And the next part is triangle A onto triangle C. So triangle A onto triangle C. So for this you can do like, so in this case it is being rotated, anti-clockwise, you have to use your trace paper for this. You have to place your trace paper and draw this diagram, and you have to rotate it. And because this is after this quadrant is reaching, so it is only 90 degree it is reached. Moving back to this one, it is 180, this is 270, coming back is 360, so it is just rotated 90 degree. And you have to find out the center of rotation using the trace paper. So I'll be writing the answer for that. So you'll be getting, when you will rotate, you'll be getting the answer as rotation rotation of 90 degree anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise, and the center of rotation is 0 comma 2 comma 1. Yes, the center of rotation you will get as 2 comma 1. So the next question is, draw the image of triangle A after reflection y equals to 2. So y equals to 2 line will be here. So this is y equals to 2. So this line is y equals to 2 line. So you have to draw a reflection of this A. So you know that the distance between the object and the distance between the image should be same. So 3 unit downside to 3 unit above, and the same thing point we need to locate it. This is 3 unit from here, so it should be 3 unit. So this will be our, you can use a scale, this will be our point, another image of triangle A. So that is question number 2 of part A. So the next part is, draw the image of triangle A after enlargement of scale factor -2 and -1, 1. Draw the image of triangle A after enlargement of scale factor -2, and center of enlargement is this one. And here you should know that if the scale factor is negative, whatever the image is, whatever the object is, for example, if the object is like this, so negative scale factor, if negative scale factor is there, it means that the image will be opposite to that. If the for example object is like this, and if it is positive, then the enlargement should be positive, means the shape will be in the same direction. But if it is negative, shape will be in the opposite direction, as well as it will be enlarged by 2 unit. Scale factor 2 unit means if this is 2, then the other side should be 4. For the image size should be 4, doubled of that. So scale factor, you should know that scale factor is image length divided by object length. So if you are getting scale factor as 2, it means that the image is double than object. So you have to keep it in mind, image is double than the object. And also, if the negative sign symbolize, if the object is like this, then the image should be just opposite direction of that, instead of this case. This cannot be the case because it is negative of 2. So let's draw the diagram to make it much more clear. So I'll erase all these things. So the center of enlargement is given as 1 comma 1. So 1 comma minus 1 comma 1. So this point, center of enlargement. So we have to draw all the points of this triangle A passes through this one. So the first point that passes through this line is this one, and the second point that passes through this one is this one, and the other point that is going to pass is so you have to be very precise, taking all the 3 points this. So I told you the image should be exactly reverse of the direction, and the side should be double of this. Image size should be double of that. So you have to identify which place I will be getting the double of the figure. I am getting somewhere double here, and because this is 1, so I'm getting 2 over here. Because this is 3, so I should get 6. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 I'm getting here, and this of course will be this line. So also all the three lines should even touch the things. You might have noticed this is exactly opposite to this one, and all the three sides are actually enlarged by scale factor of 2. So at a festival, 380 people out of 500 people is given. They are camping. So 380 people out of 500 people are camping, and the total people are 55,300. 55,300. So if we calculate it in our calculator, so 380 times 55300 divided by 500, it should give you 42,028. Total number of people camping at the festival is 42,028. Part B is a very interesting question. 12 friends travel to the festival. 5 travel by car, 4 travel by bus, 3 travel by train. So out of 12 friends, 5 travel by car, 4 travel by bus, and 3 travel by trains. 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 plus 3 is 12. So they all selected the 3 different mean of transport. 2 people are chosen at random from the 12. So calculate the probability that they travel by different types of transport. What we will do, we will be will be finding out the same type of travel they are having. Then we will be subtracting to 1 to find out the different type of transport they are traveled. So how to find out the same type of transport? So you know that the person who traveled by car is 5, right? So 5, the probability that person traveled by car is 5 by 12, right? So because they are selecting 2 people, so one is 5 by 12. If again they are selecting by car only, for traveling by car only, so it will be out of 5, 4 will be left, right? And out of the 12 count, 11 conditional probability. So same way, this is one of the case, and the other case is if the person is traveling by bus. If the person is traveling by bus, the probability is 4 by 12. 4 out of 12 is traveling by bus. Because we have to select 2 people, the other one from the same traveling by bus will be 3 left, because 1 is already taken, and 3 by 11, total 11. So the third is the person who traveled by train, that is 3 by 12. And if one more, if we are selecting one more, so left one will be 2 by 11. So if we will, because these are for the same mean of transport, if you subtract all these answers with 1, we will get the answer, the probability of different types of transport. So after solving this, you will get 47 by 66 as the answer. For this question, Arno buys a student ticket for $43. This is a saving of 16% on the full price. So calculate the full price. Let's say full price is X, and he has bought the ticket for 16% less than that, right? Let's say full price is X, and because he bought 16% less than full price, so 16 by 100 less than full price is 16% of less equals to he got it for 43.68. Full price minus of 16% of full price equals to 43.68. That's what he bought it. So if I calculate this one, I should get LCM 100x minus of 16x equals to 43.68. So 100 minus 16x is 84x. When this multiplied with this one, so it will be 4368. So x will be equals to 4368 divided by 84. So 4368 divided by 84 will give you 52. So the full price was 52, but he got a discount of 16% and he bought it for 43.68. For this question I just tagged this very important formula, and the question says that football match, because it is upper bound lower bound question, so in this uh, question we have to find out the lower bound for the number of minute in it takes for all the people to leave. So the total at the football match there are 29,800 people. Correct to nearest 100. If it is correct to nearest 100, so we have to take half of that. Half of that is 50, right? So what we will do, we will, because this is being correct to nearest 100, so half of that we have to add it. So 29,800 is the value, so we have to add to find out the upper bound 50 to it, so we'll get 29,850 when we add it. For finding the lower bound of this one, we have to subtract 50 to it. If we subtract it, we'll get 29,750. And at the end of the football match, the people leave at the rate of 400 per minute, correct to the nearest 50. If it is nearest 50, we will be dividing it with 2. So then we will be dividing it with 2, then I'll get 25. Same way, whatever the nearest is, we are going to divide it with 2 to that. So here we got 25. So 400 is the rate of reducing people, so we will be, to get the upper bound, we will add 25 to it, so we will be getting 425. To get the lower bound, we will be subtracting 25 to it, so we'll have 375. So to calculate the we have to find out the lower bound, right? So to calculate the uh, rate of something, we have to find out the time, right? The time taken for leaving will be number of people are leaving in 400 per minute, so we'll be dividing that. So in case of division, what happened, this is the key scenario. In case of division, what will be happen, we have to find out the lower bound, so this formula we have to use. So that formula says, in case of division, if you are dividing something, so and we are finding the lower bound, we have to take actually we should divide 29,800 with 400, we should get the answer. But because we have to take the lower bound of this one according to the formula, and we have to take the upper bound of this one, so for the lower bound of that is 29,750 is the lower bound of that, and upper bound of this is 425. So if we will divide this using our calculator, so we'll get 29,750 divided by 425, so we'll get the answer 70. So at the rate of 70 minutes they are leaving the football match. So this is part 2. At a cricket match, there are 27,500 people, correct to nearest 100. So this is a cricket match. Before it was a football match. And here it is 27,500 people, correct to nearest 100. This is also lower bound, upper bound question. It is also correct to nearest 100. If it is nearest 100 means we have to divide it with 2 and we get 50. So we have to add 50 to it. 27500. If to get the upper bound, we'll be adding 50 to it, so we'll be getting 27550. And for getting the lower bound, we'll be getting 27450. And they are asking us to find out the upper bound and the difference between the, see, difference is here, right? Subtraction. And they want us to find out the upper bound. So in case of finding the upper bound and the difference of that, so we'll be using the formula upper bound minus of lower bound. So actually we have to difference between the people of football minus of cricket. Actually we should have subtracted football, that is actually we should have subtracted 29,800 minus of 29,800 minus of 27,500. We should have subtracted this one, but we have to take the upper bound of 29,800. So upper bound of that is this one. So 29,850 minus of the lower bound of this one. So lower bound of this one is this thing. So 27,450. So we got the answer as, so if you subtract it, so 29,850 minus of 27,450, you will get the answer 2,400. For the next question, so we have to calculate the estimate mean mass. Change the color. We have to calculate the mean mass because this is in class interval, so we'll be finding the midpoint of that. So 10 plus 0 divided by 2 is 5, and 10 plus 10 is 20 plus 10 is 30. 30 divided by 2 is 15, and 25 plus 20 is 45. So 45 divided by 2 is 22.5, and 40, 50, 60. 60 divided by 2 will be equals to, that is 65, right? So we'll be getting it as 32.5. So I'm adding this and this and divide it with 2 so that I'll get the midpoint of that. So 40 plus 90, 90 divided by 2 is 45. So what we will do is, whatever the midpoint we got it here, we are going to multiply that with this one, the frequency. So I'm going to write the answer by multiplying. So the mean can be written as 12 times 5 plus of 38 times 15 plus of 32 times 22.5 plus of 32 plus of 50 times 32.5 plus of 18 times 45. So, and we are going to divide that with 150. So we can use our calculator to multiply these things, and if we multiply it and divide it with 150, we'll be getting approximately 25.23. So that will be a mean mass. For doing this question, histogram we have to draw. So first of all, let us erase this one, because in histogram they have given frequency density, and frequency density formula is, to find out the frequency density is frequency divided by class width. So you have to remember this, frequency density is frequency divided by class width. So we will be finding the class width of this one. The class width of this one is 10 minus of 0 is 10. Class width of this is 20 minus of 10 is 10. 25 minus of 20 is 5. And this is 15. And this is 10 again. So frequency is here. We are going to divide this frequency with the class width over the top. So, and we are going to draw the frequency density. So if I divide for first 0 to uh, for 0 to uh, 10, if I divide 12 by 10, I should get 1.2. So 1.2 I have to draw, each box is 2 unit, 0.2 unit. So this is 0 to 10 is 1.2, and the second one is 38 divided by 10. So second one is 38 divided by 10, because frequency is 38 and 10 is the class width. So it gives a 3.8. So the interval is 10 to 20. So 3.8 should be somewhere here, just one box below 4. So that is 0 to 10 to 20, and 20 to 25 we have 32 divided by 5. So 32 divided by 5 will be equals to 32 divided by 5 will be equals to 6.4. So 6.4, 20 to 25, so 25 will be here. 6.4, 6.2, 6.4 is here. So you can use your scale and draw neatly. So this will be your diagram. 25 is here, 6.4, and 25 to 40 we have 50 divided by 15. So if I divide 50 with 15, I'll be 50 divided by 15, I get the answer as 3.3. So 3.3 I have to draw between the class interval 25 to 40. So 3.33 is here, and it is little more than 2, so it should be here somewhere. So that is 3.3, and then here it should be here little. There was a small mistake. Can change. This is 2 and this should be 3, little above. So it should be 3 there. And the last one is 18 divided by 10 is 1.8. So 1.8 is 40 to 50. So 1.8 is somewhere here. So nicely draw using a scale to complete this diagram, frequency density. Okay, for part C, use the frequency table to complete this cumulative frequency. So cumulative frequency, we can use this table. So in the first value will be same. This is 12, so here also the first value will be 12 only, and the second value will be 12 plus 38. So 12 plus 38 will be 50, and the third value will be here we got 50, right? So 50 plus 32, so 50 plus 32 will be 82, and 82 is here, and 82 plus 50 is 80 plus 50 is 132. Yeah, 132. So here it will be 132, and here is 132. So 132 plus 18 is the last value should be always 150, and the first value will match the frequency table. So this is your cumulative frequency, and calculate the percentage of children with mass greater than 10 kg. Greater than 10 kg, the total is 150, and uh, less than 12 kg is 10 kg is 12. So we'll be subtracting 150 minus of 12. We will be getting 138 children who are less than 110 kg, and then 100 and we have to find out the percentage of children with mass greater than 10 kg. So 138 students out of 150 are being greater than 10 kg. So we'll be multiplying with 100 to get the percentage. So if you use the calculator, so 138 times 100 divided by 150 gives you answer 92. So 92 percentage of students are greater than 10 kg. So this is question number 8. Question number 8. So we will be pairing the like term 3p. So 10 minus of 3 is a number, we'll pair it, and 10p plus of 3p will pair it. So 10 minus of 3 is 7, 11 plus 3 is 14 p. So p will be equals to 7 divided by 14. So 7 divided by 14 is 1 by 2. So part B, make m the subject of the formula. So here also m is there, here also m is there. So let's take it together. mc square minus of mg equals to this 2 plus 2k minus 2k goes there with plus 2k sign. Then if we take out m as common, so we'll be getting c square minus of g equals to 2k. So m equals to c square minus of g divided by 2k. So m equals to c square minus of g divided by 2k. Oh, sorry, it should be because we are shifting we are shifting down. This 2k is already there, so c square minus of g will be shifted down. So m is 2k divided by c square minus of g, like that. This is part C of question number 8. So we can do by LCM method. So we have to multiply this two term, x minus 3 and 2x plus of 3, and when we multiply it, and we have to divide this with x minus 3 cancelled out, so 2x plus 3 will be multiplied with 1, and over the top we'll be having, if we divide this 2 will be cancelled out with that, so over the top 4 is there, and 4 times, and x minus of 3 will be there. Then when we expand this one, we'll be getting plus of 4x minus of 12. 4 times 3 is 12 divided by, if we yeah, we can, instead of dividing, we can shift this to right hand side first, x minus 3 and 2x plus of 3. So then we can 2x plus 4x is 2x plus 4x is 6x, then minus of 9 equal to, we can expand this one, so this gives you 2x square plus of 3x minus of 6x minus of 9. So this minus 9 and minus 9 can be cancelled out, so here, so we are left with over the right side we are left with 2x square minus plus of 3x minus of 6x, then yeah, plus of 3x minus of 6x, then again we have minus of 6x, we will be left with 2 6x, right? So equals to 0, so 2x square, so 3x minus of 6x is minus 3x, and minus 6x is minus of 9x equals to 0. So if we take out xx common, so it will be 2 of x minus of 9 equals to 0. So one value of x equals to 0, and the other value of x should be 2x minus 9 equals to 0. So 2x equals to 9 and x equals to 9 by 2, so x equals to 4.5. So two values of x is 0 and 4.5. For question number 8 and part D, we have to use simultaneous equation. So because there is a quadratic equation here, quadratic form, so we have to put first the value of x. So let's extract the value of x. So x will be equals to 12 minus of 2y, so we'll put that value here. So 5 into 12 minus of 2y plus of y square equals to 39. So if I multiply this one with this one, and this one is this one, so 12 times 5 is 60 minus of 10y plus of y square, let's take this here, minus of 39 equals to 0. So we'll be having y square 60 minus of let's say minus of 10y first we'll write, and 60 minus of 39 is plus of 21 equals to 0. So now this is a quadratic equation, so we'll be using midterm split to find out this one. So we will be multiplying the extreme term, 21 times 1 is 21. So, and also we know that the factor of 21 is 7 times 3, so 7 times 3 is 21, and minus 7 into minus 3 is plus 21, and minus 7 and minus 3 is plus 10. So that's why we can write y square minus of 7y, and then minus of 7y minus of 3y plus of 21 equals to 0. So now we will just put a bracket, imaginary bracket. We will take out common as we can take out common. mm, yeah, we can take out common here, that is, so the common value will be y, and y minus of 7 minus of, we should also get y minus of 7 over that side. We are getting minus, so we are taking 3 out, so minus 3y plus of 21, that's correct. So y minus 3 and y minus of 7 is our answer. So actually y minus of 3 equals to 0, so y equals to plus 3, and y minus 7 equals to 0, so y equals to plus 7. So we got the value of y as 3 and y as 7. The other value of y is 7, so we'll be putting the value in any of the equations. So x equals to 12 minus of 2 into y as, if I put y as 3, I should get the value of x. So x equals to 12 minus 3 times 2 is 6, so x equals to 12 minus of 6 is 6 in this case. And the other case is when I put the value of y as 7, so x equals to 12 minus of 2 into 7, so x equals to 12 minus of 14, so x equals to minus of 2. So these are the two values that we got. So for doing E part of question number 8, so we have to expand the bracket for this case. So I have to multiply this with this one and this with this one. So like that we'll first of all expand. So it will give you 2x square plus of 6 times 2 is 12. So 12x minus of 3x minus of 6 times 3 is 18. So we'll keep this answer on hold, and we are going to use the another bracket, that is x minus of 4, and we are going to multiply that with individual value here inside. So x into 2x is 2x cube, then x into 12 is 12x square, then x into 3 is minus of 3x square, then minus of 18x. Then I'll start with this one, 4 minus of 4 times 2 is 8x square, then plus of 12 fours are 48x, minus of 4 times plus minus minus plus of 4 times 3 is 12x, then here also plus of 72, 18 times 4 should be 72. So here if the like term we have to add and subtract, so 3x square minus 8x square and 12x square. So all the x squares are there, only one cube is there, so 2x cube. So 12 minus of 3 is 9 x square, minus of 8x square is 1x square, so we are just left with x square. So 18x and 12x gives you 12x. There is a subtraction here, so minus of 6x, uh, 42. So 18 times 4, and we did some mistake, 4 times 3 is 12, 12 times 4 is 36, 6. We just missed one thing. This is 8, 4 times 2 is 8x square, we wrote it. After that 12 times 4, yeah, we wrote it there. Then that is 48. It, yeah, here it should be minus of 48x. So I did mistake, minus of 48x, because minus 4 into 12 is 48, but minus 4 into plus 12 is there, so minus 48x. So we have x term as 8 minus 18 minus 48, and yeah, then we'll be having the total as and there is this 12 also, right? So 6 minus of 6 minus of 48 is minus of 54x, and then last term is 72 plus of 72. So this will be a final answer. Question number 9. In triangle PQR, M is the midpoint, and QR on QR, and S lies on RPR. So we have to prove that why the triangle PMR is similar to triangle MSR. So triangle PMR is this one, the whole triangle, and we have to prove this triangle is similar to the other triangle, that is this one. You can see if I make it, I'll try to shade this one. MSR, this is another triangle. So we have to prove that these two triangles are similar, giving a reason. So because the first thing that you can see that this is a common angle between both the triangle. This angle is a common angle, so we can write it as angle MRS. Angle MRS equals to angle MRS is equals to angle PRM or MR. We can write PRM also, we can write PRM, because this is a common angle, and in this two triangle, this angle should be 90 degree. It's 90 degree, right? And for this triangle, this will be 90 because this is 90. So we can write angle MSR equals to angle PMR 90 degree each, we can write. Then yeah, okay, if one is 90 and other sides are equal, then other one more side that is left will be equal to each other, right? So the one more side that is left will be this one, this side, right? Because this side is common, that is equal to each other. This side is 90 and this side is equal, so one more side is this one and this one. So angle SMR will also be equals to angle MP M, we can write RPM or MPR, we can write MPR. So that's what this angle and this angle are also equal. So they both are also equal because these two are equal, so that will be also equal. So by we can write angle property, triangle PMR is congruent to triangle MSR. Okay, so let's move on to the next part. So in this, two triangles are similar to each other. Find the value of x. We have to find the value of x. So we can use the ratio method. So 4.5 divided by x will be equals to 8.1 divided by 9.9. So x will be equals to 4.5 times 9.9 divided by 8.1. So if you use your calculator, you'll get the answer 5.5. And calculate the area of triangle ABC if the area of triangle PQR is 25 centimeter square. So area of the triangle PQR is given. So we can make the linear and the square ratio. So the linear will take it as 4.5 for this case, and this case we got the answer as 5.5. So 4.5 divided by 5.5 will be equals to will be squaring this one and will be equating this to because we need to find out the area of this one, so area of that will take it as x and divided by this one as 25. So we will be getting this as x will be equals to, we are just doing the linear, so this is linear and this is linear, right? So this, by this square we will be doing. If it is cube, if we are asked to find out the volume, we'll be cubing this. Instead of that we will be squaring because we are asked to find the area. So x will be equals to 4.5 square times 25 divided by 5.5 square, right? So we can use a calculator in this case. 4.5 square times 25, then coming down 5.5 square gives you the answer 16.7. So 16.7 will be the area of the smaller one. I hope you understand this. Question number 10. Find all the positive integer which satisfy the inequalities. So we'll shift the numbers. So minus 8 plus of 15 is greater than 5n minus of 3n. So we will get 7 is greater than 2n. So n will be equals to 7 by 2. So that is 3.5. So n is less than, actually less than equals to 3.5. We have to write all the positive integers. We have to write the integers, not the decimals. So integers with the positive integers we have to write. So the value that is less than 3.5 should be equals to 1, 2, 3. We cannot reach negative. So uh, 0 is neither a positive nor a negative integer, so we'll be taking 1, 2, 3. Okay, so beyond that it will be minus 1, minus 2. We'll be not taking that one. So part B of question number 10. So part B of question number 10, find the three inequalities. So in this we can see that this is one of the inequalities, but this is not the, this should not be the shaded region. Actually we are talking about the R, so it's an unwanted region, so we'll be taking opposite of that. So 10, the first inequality will be 10y plus 8x. That goes, the that I have marked as goes greater, so it will be opposite to that. So less than, equal to sign we have to place because it is actually a dark line without dotted line, so equal to line equal to 80. So this is one of the equality. The other equality will be this one. This is shaded one actually, but this is unwanted region and the required region is opposite to that, so we'll be again taking the opposite sign of that. So actually the equation is 2y, and because it's coming down, so it is less than, but the region is, wanted region is going up, so it will be more than that. So greater than, equal to sign we will not place because it's a dotted line, greater than x minus of 4. And the last equality will be x equals to 4, this one, I'll mark that also. This one, x equals to 4, but it's going left side, so less than that it's going, but the wanted region is right side, so actually it is going left side, means less than that, so wanted region is right side, so more than 4 we have to write. So all the three inequalities we have to write. These are the answer for this one. For finding the largest value of 3xy in the region R for integer x and y, so here the integers number should be taken, so value, the largest value is here, then we can say this one, and the other point, yeah, let's find out for these, one more point will be this one. Let's find out this one whether it gives us the largest value or not. So if we are taking the coordinate 5 comma 4, so we'll be putting the value of x and y in this, so 3 into 5 plus of 4, 15 plus 4 is 19, and if we take for 7 comma, if we take for 7 comma 2, then 3 into 7 plus of 2 gives you 21 plus 2 is 23, and if we take for 6 comma 2, so we'll be having 3 into 6 plus of 2, so 18, 19, 20, 6 comma, this is 2, and this is also the point, it is less than that. So if we take 6 comma 3 also, 3 into 6 plus of 3, so we'll get 21 there. So the largest value that we are getting is 23 value. So in this region R, the largest value for 3x plus y is 23. Question number 11, part A. So in this, it's given that rectangle sheets paper ABCD is made into open cylinder with edge AB. So this AD becomes this AD, right? It means that, and we have to find out, show that the radius of the cylinder is 4.6 centimeter, correct to 3 significant figure. So the radius of the, we know that the circumference will be equals to 2 pi r, and r will be equals to c divided by 2 pi. So what is circumference? Circumference is 28 and divided by 2 into pi. So if you divide it with calculator, so you will get the answer. So 28 divided by, we'll write 2 into value of pi is here, put a bracket, we'll get 4.45, 4.45 6. So this can be round off, we need to round off to 3 significant figures, so we can make it as 4.46. Then yeah, so find the volume of cylinder. So volume of cylinder is pi r square h, so pi into r, we already got it, 4.46 pi r square into h. H is the height of the cylinder, and height is equals to 20 here, so into 20. So we can use our calculator to calculate this. Pi into 4.46 square into 20 gives you 1249.82, 1249.82. so we can write it as 80 also. In part B, n is the point on the base of the cylinder such that Bn is the diameter. So they have given Bn is the diameter and n is the base of that, and calculate the angle between AN. So this is A somewhere here, so we have to find out the AN angle. AN, between angle AN and the base of the cylinder. So the base of the cylinder is this one, so this angle we have to calculate. So we know that this is 20 and this should be equals to double of this one. 4.46 into 2 will be 4.46. 4.46 into 2 will be 8.92. So this is 8.92. So we can use trigonometric ratio to find out the angle of this one. So we can use opposite DOA, opposite over adjacent. So that is tan. So tan theta will be equals to 20 by 8.92, and theta will be equals to tan inverse of 20 by 8.92. So if we will solve this, tan inverse of tan inverse of 20 by 8.92 gives you the answer as 65.96. So theta will be 65.96 degree. So that's the answer. So question number 11, part B, says the volume of solid cone is we know that the cone is in this format. So the volume of the cone is given, and the volume of the cone is 310 centimeter cube. The height of the cone is twice the radius. So the height of the cone is twice the radius, it's given. So calculate the slant height of the cone. So we have to find out the slant height, that is here L, to find out that. So we know that the volume is 310, and also the formula is given 1 by 3 pi r square h. So from this we can extract the radius, and we will be doubling to find the height of that. So r square will be equals to 3 by 310 times 3 divided by pi into r. H is to double of r, so instead of h I can write 2r here. So yeah, so we can also send this r over there, right? So it will become r cube equals to 310 times 3 divided by 2 into pi, because I also send this r cross multiplied. So if I calculate this one, so it is cube root of 310 times 3 divided by 2 into pi. Using our calculator we can do that. So cube root of 300, we can write this one, cube root of 310 times 3, and over the bottom we can write 2 into pi. We will get answer as r is 5.28, and h will be double of that, so h will be 5.28 times of 2, that is 10.57. so h is 10.57. so this is 5.28 and this is 10.27. So finding the value of L will be equals to under root of 5.28 square plus 10.57 square, because that we can use the Pythagoras theorem, right? So if I use Pythagoras theorem to solve this, so we'll be having 5.28 uh, 5.28 square plus 10.57 square. We get the answer as 11.8381 11.81. So that will be your answer for the slant height, 11.81. Or yeah, you can also write 11.82 also, because 815 is written. So yes, 11.81 is your final answer. Question number 12. The curve has equation this: x equals to 2. The gradient of the curve is 6, and to find out the gradient of the curve, we use to differentiate this. So this is the function y equals to x cube minus of. So when you will differentiate this one, we need to find the value of k. So we have to differentiate that one. Dy by dx equals to 3x square minus of 2 into k into x plus of 1. So the gradient is actually equals to 6. So we equated it with 6. So we'll be finding out the value of at point 2 the gradient is 6, so we'll be putting the value of x as 2, and we'll solve that. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12, minus of 2 times 2 is 4k, plus of 1 equals to 6, so 12 plus 1 is 13. So we'll send that together. So we have 12 minus 6 plus 1 equals to 4k. So 6 plus 1 is 7. We did a small mistake. So differentiation of any constant will be 0. So this will be not there. Actually, we differentiated that one. So 1 will not be there. So we'll be having 12 minus of 6 is 6 equals to 4k. So k will be equals to 6 by 4. 6 by 4 equals to 1.5. So we proved that question as 1.5. This is question number 12, part B. Find the coordinate of two stationary points. So to find out the stationary point, we have to differentiate the function. So if we differentiate it, will be 3x square minus of 1.5 into 2 is 3. So 3x. So differentiation of the constant is 0. So and stationary point, to find out the value of stationary point, we have to put that equals to 0. So if I take out common, then I can take out 3x as common, so x minus of 1. So we have 3x equals to 0. In this case I'll get x equals to 0, and x minus of 1 equals to 0. In this case I'll get x equals to 1. So with this two values of x, I'll put the value of x in this equation. Y I'll get it if I put the value of x as 0. So 0 cube minus of 1.5 into 0 square plus of 1. So y will be only 1, because this 2 will be 0 left. So if in case of x is 0, y is 1. Then in case of x is 1, so 1 cube minus of 1.5 into 1 square plus of 1. So 1 minus of 1.5, 1 cube, right? In case of 1 is 1 minus of 1.5 into, that's 1 square is 1 itself, plus of 1. So y is 2 minus of 1.5, so y is 0.5. So if in the case of x is 1, y is 0.5. So we have to sketch the graph, and just now we have done the stationary point and turning points are same. So the one of the coordinate was 0 comma 1, the other coordinate is 1 comma 0 0.5. We got the two coordinates. If I plot, let's say this is 1, and 0 comma 1 will be this point, and 1 comma 0 0.5 will be somewhere, this is 0 0.5, so 1 comma 0 0.5 will be somewhere here. Let's say it is here, so 1 comma 0 0.5. So you know that it is a cubic polynomial graph, so we can draw the maximum point is this one and the minimum point is this one. So for the graph we have to sketch it like this. So this is the end of the paper. Hope uh, you got a lot of help from this. Thank you so much for watching, and please like, share and subscribe my video.